Mic check, mic check.
Mic check.
We're back. I know we had some technical difficulties in the beginning, but we are back. We are here. I want to say this is season 5. Don't quote me on it, but I think this is season 5. We kind of had a end of the year season, sort of not really. We had the back to school event, so we kind of made that as our end of the year season because that's just what we do.
Yeah.
But I think that is like season 5 right now, starting off. But you already know who I am. I'm your girl, DJ Baby Blue Diamond.
And I'm your fella T1. Welcome back.
And D is on the road doing his thing. So welcome back. We are the Where You Ass
Podcast.
podcast. And we have a guest. He's been on our show before. Just like your second time? Third?
Something like that.
Something
man.
like
You
that.
already know what it is.
You already know who he is.
The DJ, man. Dojo DJ.
Look at
man.
him. Give his own
Yeah.
introduction. He
Yeah,
didn't
I
come
mean
back.
this
No, I'm
thing.
joking.
Hey,
But we
need
already
to
know.
name this episode the Sweatbox.
Because it's hot.
Nah, yeah.
It is hot.
Yeah.
But actually, I named it Scratch because, that DJ Scratch. Like you want to stop stuff. Because we're going to stop a lot of stuff in this episode. There's a lot of stuff people are doing, and we got to talk about it, and it's going to stop today. Need to cut it out.
Amongst who?
Everybody and their mama. Like people who don't know Brittany Griner's situation, they just talking out their neck. They need to stop. Gotti need to stop. Wiz Khalifa need to stop. Everybody and their mama need to stop. There's a lot of people.
Oh, yeah.
Stop. Skirt.
Oh, yeah.
Stop. Skirt.
I'm ready.
Skirt. He is ready. But before we get into all the topics real fast, I want to give a couple shout outs and all this real fast. Back to school event. Shout out to the people that showed up to our teacher mixer. We going to be giving out some more school supplies August 21st at T-Pokes event. So teachers, educators, come out and get your school supplies because I know you need it. Shout out to At This Mic Could Talk, Voice of V, The Whole Story, and Radioactive. And the man Hypnotic DJ, even though he couldn't DJ, but he still, showed up in the parking lot supporting. So shout out to everyone that supported. Shout out to CeeLo with the shots, with the photography, and Stop Playing Studios with our recap video. Y'all killed it, did your thing. Happy birthday to our man, T1. He wasn't even here when we had the birthday, so we didn't get the chance to really give you a shout out. Sure. I know it was last month, but we didn't get a chance to really give you a shout out. So happy belated birthday to T1. Shout out to Snapback and the girl Lele. They both had their fight this past weekend. I don't know if they won or anything, but shout out to both of them. They did their thing, going out to the ring, whether you're a pro, semi-pro, it's brave.
I will say something about Snap's fight. I didn't see the whole thing.
Yeah.
But apparently, from what I heard and what was put out there as far as highlights, like the ref wouldn't really let Snap get off the way
he wanted to. Kept stopping him.
Yeah, he kept stopping him.
Well, you always had that one
ref.
ref.
The footage through somebody's live feed. So
you have that one ref that gonna do what they do, no matter what sport it is. Just how it is. Can't charge it to the game. But shout out to them too doing their thing. I wanted to go mad about a VIP ticket and didn't realize I was booked to DJ. I have a habit of doing that. So shout out to them too. I know I need to use my calendar more. I know. I'm learning. But we have a lot of topics to talk about. We want you to cut it. You was ready to talk about what? Wiz Khalifa?
No, I just want to know what you thought about the whole Britney,
Oh, that's mainly his thing. Go ahead. That's his thing.
Oh, well. How I feel about it is, one, this is what needs to stop happening. I feel like the comparison of the WNBA and the NBA needs to stop when it comes to the product being put out in the pay and the revenue that product brings. I get there should be equal pay and all of that, and I totally support that. But these owners are able to pay the players the money that they're able to do it is because
of what they're bringing in,
of what they're bringing in through sponsorships,
ticket sales,
merchandise, all of that.
Nobody see you overseas.
So it's like
that's one part of it. But then the second part, we talked about it. She broke the law.
Right.
People
Yeah,
always.
that's what I'm saying.
What I was wondering.
And that's the part where there was like, well, she shouldn't have been over there because of that. I brought that up because that's the argument that always wants to be thrown out there is the pay. Okay, well, being a female ball player, you know what comes with it when you get to the pro level. You know in the States you're not gonna make your bread like that. So you're gonna have to go overseas to make your money. It's been like that since the beginning. So and it should change. I really feel like it should change, but it only changes when you have the people, people coming to support your product. Now, Brittany, I'm not sure how long she's been playing over in Russia, but I guarantee you it wasn't her first trip over there. It probably wasn't even her fourth trip over there. I'm going to say it exceeded an amount to where you know what you need to be cognizant of when you flying over there.
Okay. Yeah. We're on the same boat. I was just
Like
sure.
no, oh yeah, I'm not oh well, like I'm not like those arguments that get thrown out. Like her coach, when they found out how long she was over there, and like they kept denying her like her release and all of that. Her coach got out there like, well, if this was LeBron James, X, Y, and Z. LeBron James, for one, I don't think
They don't care what your statue is.
What your statue is. Like I've spent time in Europe. Germany, to be specific. They can't wait to catch an American doing some shit they ain't got no business doing. And let you be a name, have some sort of notoriety. Oh, they finna use you. They finna use you. So I'm not really on. And on the top of that, she had a medical clearance in Arizona to have it. You don't really need a medical clearance for weed in Arizona because it's recreational. But
at the end of the day, you know, before you leave anywhere, you're going to check yourself. Am I right?
Come on now.
Exactly.
That's what I'm
saying.
saying.
Go to any airport, you're going to check yourself. Just like it was Iman Shumpert. He got the same thing.
Exactly.
I don't know how they be pulling it off. I guess they've been walking around with it too long. You know what I'm saying?
And then sometimes I feel like, their schedules are so hectic, busy. You just take off.
You get paid, then let somebody else hold it.
Right. Like why?
Exactly.
Like Iman Shumpert wasn't a huge star in the league, but man got some championships under.
People
he
know
started
who
being
he
a
is.
household name, and he's Dancing with the Stars.
Right.
And Tiana Taylor,
that just happened.
his wife too,
in
their show,
in their TV show,
the reality show.
So and that TV show was a success.
Yeah.
So there's resources that they can tap into to be like, hey, hold that, or take a PJ to where you going.
But look, check this out. He could use these different privileges he may have or connections he may have in the U.S. Girls in Russia, they don't care about none of that.
Exactly.
Well, apparently,
they said this ain't her first time. This ain't her first rodeo going over there.
Nah, she got caught this time.
She knew.
Okay, so she just got this time.
Exactly.
That's all that's about.
So now the whole narrative, everybody was feeling sorry about her bringing her back.
Nah.
And it was just like what threw me off. But it was like bigger names and how they were just trying to change the narrative, or just because it fit certain things. You know what I'm saying? Oh, she's a black woman, and you start hearing about black women doing all this.
And she's
I'm
gay,
like, we forgetting
LGBT, all that.
She got caught with the weed.
Exactly.
Pen or whatever it is.
But
whatever
you
wasn't supposed to happen.
Yeah, well, yeah, exactly. Whatever it was, you knew you wasn't supposed to be taking it over there.
So the things people get roughed up about, and they want to use like all the connections that they may have. Why couldn't we use that for here at home? Like there's people locked up for stupid stuff.
Yeah,
I seen a guy that I think it was Mississippi, and I don't really know the full details, but I know I was reading it this past a few days ago. A guy got locked up in Mississippi. He got caught with I think it was 1.6 something ounces of weed. He's serving a life sentence right now for that. A life sentence.
Damn.
Now I'm familiar with like Mississippi. I got family and shit.
Yeah.
So they got dry counties. You going back and forth between there and Picayune and New Orleans. That's why I'm familiar with. But they got dry counties over there. So you just think, how you getting out of it? We could be using those same connections for something like that right now.
Yeah.
But I forgot. We talking about WNBA. We talking about trying to get somebody else money right now.
Right.
That's all it really is, though. Truth.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's really what it's about. I mean, I just I don't like. I'm sorry. Like us as like the black community has to give accountability. You have to get people to like hold people accountable for the shit that they do. Like, have to. Like, this is not a conversation of equal pay. This is not a conversation of, well, it's sad that they got to be over there and all of that. No, a former classmate of mine just retired from the WNBA. She'll like if you talk to her, or you go to her, her Instagram, her social media and shit, and even coming up, she'll be like, man, she look forward to playing in the league, but like that's a perk that the WNBA players have is they can like go. It's kind of like the military. They have an opportunity to go work somewhere in a country they may not even seen before. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like I never thought I would see Europe. I never thought I would, let alone visit Europe let alone live there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You feel what I'm saying? So the WNBA players like I guarantee you, if they not a lot and not all of them are complaining. I don't think a whole lot of WNBA players are complaining about their pay because the ones that market themselves are not hurting. You feel what I'm saying? The ones that are able to go overseas and make up for the money that they feel like they should be making overseas. I mean, making here in the States, they making it over there, and it's an experience of a lifetime, and a lot of them look forward to that. So is it?
Are they giving out any $1 million contracts in WNBA?
If you somebody,
maybe
if you, I don't know her. Hold up, I don't know her salary. I would say if anybody was getting it, maybe Candace Parker.
She got on. That's not even counting like any sponsors.
That's not.
No.
That's
While he's looking that up, because we can talk about this for a long time. This is the topic that's been talked about a lot in the media with this Whitney Griner situation.
Oh,
And hopefully, she got the 9 years. She gonna do her time. You should have known better. But man,
she ain't. Oh, okay.
no, not yet.
Nah, it ain't even. It ain't even close. Candace Parker signed a 2-year, $385,000 contract with the Chicago Sky.
Dang.
It's that money's guaranteed.
Yeah.
An average salary of $192,500.
Now, although I'm aware, like hearing the numbers now, I feel bad, but at the same time, can't tell you the last time I turned on a WNBA game. That's really that. He just fucked up to say.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but
and the WNBA used to be bigger in like the mid '90s, like
it was. And then it kind of died down.
2000s, yeah.
And then it kind of died down.
It used to be WNBA used to be like that, and this especially the early 2000s because both LA teams, the Lakers and the Sparks, were winning championships.
I got something for you now. It's gonna rake your mind. This might shake up the world, but you know all this whole what's the right? They and them.
Yeah.
All sponsored now. Imagine if in the WNBA we let those trans start being able to play in not NBA, but they allow them in WNBA.
And you mean them,
that'd be a way? I promise you, that'd be the way they start giving out more money.
Yeah.
Bigger contracts to come in.
Yeah, to be honest with you, I'm surprised they haven't hopped on that
yet.
Hey man, hey, if it ain't happening there,
but you know what? Hollywood has a very has a way of putting projects out there that have things that haven't happened yet. Like Take for instance, with Head of State with Chris Rock. And nobody thought when that came out in 2004. Nobody thought, oh man, that's just comedy, man. There ain't no way in hell a black president's gonna be. Okay, so fast forward 4 years later.
Oh, so you're talking about like Joanna Man?
Exactly.
Oh, okay. I see where you're going with it.
You see what I mean?
Yeah, that makes sense. I see.
That's my point.
In my eyes, though, a lot of stuff don't really come into, and it may just because I'm naive, I just think differently, but it don't really come into like, I guess, people's eye until like something as far as that community steps in.
Yeah, and say something. Exactly. Yeah. Man.
But that's the point that a lot of people are making is these the LGBTQ community and the feminist movement. They're not doing anything to push change in this, you know what I'm saying, in this arena. They're not doing anything. So yeah, you can say or whatever, and the chick from the U.S. Women's soccer team can say something, or this person here can say something, but I'm coming to the realization that they doing that just to get SB's Woman of the Year nominations and awards and ESPN magazine.
They take their foot into the WNBA. Hey, we're gonna come back to it.
We are.
I'll be back for season 7.
Because we could talk about this topic for a long time. Shout out to Amzai for tuning in, Sam Pluto show. If you missed game night, second time.
Hey man, so slacking. What night? What was that? The first night when y'all called
Tuesday.
Me?
Yeah, when I called you.
FaceTime.
I don't have gum. You have gum?
Nope.
Man, I know. I'm slacking. But shout out to Sam Pluto in that game night show. Did it 2 times. It's dope. Ready for the 3rd time. Second time I got cheated. I should have won again. I'm in there for sure. But it's all good. But what's up with these artists and the DJs? I'm putting them both together in the same category because both of them be wilding. But if you don't know, Wiz Khalifa had an incident with a DJ. He was performing at a bar, at a club, right?
Now look.
Was he at a club?
He was at an album release party.
Now,
at the beginning, when everything like first jumped off the next day, a lot of people were like upset because it was like, man, he could have handled himself better, which he could have. But later on, we started to learn there was more to the story.
Because we only see a little clip.
You see the clip. There's more to the video they've been showing and giving more body to it. So what happened was, I guess either a day or hours before, they sent those DJs the songs that they were supposed to play. They already had the list, just like how some people do with us. But you still didn't follow the job.
See, that's why I put songs. That's why I put artists and DJs in the same category. Because lately, that's been happening. Yoda made a video recently calling out the DJ. He didn't say no names, but he called out the DJ.
Huh? I can hear this when I be listening.
Oh, my bad. So, so he called out a DJ. And this particular DJ he called out, someone else happened to mention that they messed up on another event. So it's like all the DJs not coming prepared. Hey, what's going on?
I'm hit and miss on it, but look, me, I can speak for me, and I know I can't speak for nobody else. Exactly. I know when it comes to me and how I want my stuff to be done, if there was other people that were doing it, it wouldn't be nothing new to, the artists. But it works out. So when I asked them, I'm bugging them like, hey man, make sure you email me your music before.
Me as well.
Keep bugging you, and if not, make sure you have your music.
And if you bring in a USB, let me know ahead of time.
Exactly.
Don't just bring up.
Some folks gonna show up last minute. And they want to. Hey, can I email you? Knowing damn well I'm mixing right now.
Exactly.
Can I email you my song? And then while I'm doing that, they want to stand there until.
And then sometimes you have artists, because I've seen artists who they never know what song they're gonna play. They like to get there and fill out the vibe.
Yeah, that's what I'm
vibe first. See what song I want to play. Or they ask me, what song do you think I should perform? I don't know. You got so many hits. Pick one.
Hey, but that's what I'm going back to. Make sure I get all that shit situated up front. Like, let me know. I don't want you to tell me later on, oh, Hip, you fucked up my set.
And see, this happened. So I was there when this happened with Hip. I was there. I'm not going to say the artist name, but the situation. You probably remember. Fitzgerald. So.
Oh, yeah, man. Shout out to my boy, Tiny Toon. And I talked to
I wasn't even going to say the name, but yeah.
My boy. So. Because look, let me say this. I got this.
Go ahead.
My boy, Tiny Toon, the realest artist I know about the situation.
Exactly.
So what happened was he brought me a flash drive, and at the time I ride a MacBook. And, a MacBook you gotta have
Right.
MP3 or WAV. It had Windows Media Audio for some reason. I don't know, but it wasn't playing. So when he got on the mic, everybody was anticipating, waiting for him to perform. So he goes on the stage and be like, "Oh man, the DJ had some technical issues," and I'm like, "I ain't got no technical issues. My shit worked. I got other music that I can play." So me being the asshole, my shit ain't messed up. I'm good. Crazy thing is, I still had other music from Tiny Toon. For
Left
him
out.
still being the professional and the artist that he is, he ignored what the hell I was talking about. We still got back to playing those songs. Discussed it the next day because me, I'm still a hothead.
Yeah.
I get on Facebook, talk my little shit. We did go back and forth in like a message. It wasn't no disagreement, but
Yeah.
he understood where I was coming from, and I let him know, like, hey, just in the future, make sure you do this, this, and this for the DJs. And hey, I'll be damn anytime I see Tiny Toon, he perform anyway. He got this shit together.
Yeah, he does. That was a rare case, and that's how I was surprised.
Hey,
I was
man,
like, what?
It
It
if you don't know how to
happens.
communicate with a motherfucker, she could go left
It
real
happens.
fast.
And then
that's what happened.
sometimes artists are rushing, sometimes it's last minute. Cause I do show sets. I know you really don't do show sets like that, but you send people my way to do show sets, and they wait till last minute. Sometimes they wait till the day of. They be like, they hit me up at 5 o'clock, talking about, can you get this done by 9 p.m.? You lucky I'm free. If I ain't got nothing to, if I had something to do,
Them be the ones I tell no.
All right, wait, check this out, right? I hear y'all, but I have yet to hear a reason as to why Wiz put his hands on.
That's okay.
That's
so that's
what we
the
was
one.
getting
It's like that. That's where
the line.
that's where
yeah,
this whole situation got me fucked
yeah.
up.
You don't put
Because
hands on people.
here's my before, and I've been following Wiz for a long time. Wiz don't get into altercations.
He's always been the humble person.
Exactly.
It really has. So I was kind of shocked. It was
even
weird.
like from the, like, you know what I'm saying, from the fro with the blonde streak to the starter locks. Like, he's always been the peace and humble. But Wiz started to feel himself since he started training. And this is why I have something to say about it. Now Wiz is in my world.
Get your 10 minutes.
You one thing I despise, because this is how I was taught. You don't play the peaceful humble role and then don't and then switch up, do it in situations where you would have been professional about it, and now you feel like, oh, because now I either got a gun,
or I got some
training, or I got some bodyguards with me where I can start acting like an asshole. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's where I feel like Wiz is disrespecting the arts that I love. You understand what like, you feel what I'm saying? Because you don't use that, because that the day Wiz decided that he wanted to take up the arts like Muay Thai and Jiu-Jitsu, that was the day he stopped becoming a regular dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's just like boxing training.
Exactly. You walking around here, you're not the average dude no more. That DJ, if you want to scream and want to do all of, you know what I'm saying, get all in his grip, that's one thing, because they tell them about yourself, bro, man, stop playing with me, fam.
Messing up.
But the minute you go to you feel like you can put your hands on somebody that you know
for no reason at all,
that you know for a fact you can do something to, that's a bully.
Exactly.
And for somebody to I follow for what the switch, not even just a fan like that, but just somebody that I've watched.
Yeah.
I've watched his behavior and all of that. Wiz is a hippie.
Yeah,
but now you training with Ernie Reyes Jr. and all of that, and you've been in the gym squatting, lifting weights, and you've been hitting mitts and doing all of that. Now you feeling like you can use that as an intimidation factor. Wiz, me and Wiz have a connection that he don't know about.
what it is.
I would love to go. I would love to go 3 rounds with Wiz behind that.
Okay. You heard that? Calling you
I
out.
would love to get that.
Calling you
Hey
out.
man, I feel
Because
the only way this
you
crap
really fucked up behind that.
this could be fixed is like one of them summits. You know, DJs come in and talk to it. Like you gotta have an OG DJ.
Exactly.
That's gonna really tell you what part that we need to fix, the part that I was telling you about.
Yeah.
And at the same time, these other artists, whatever big artists can hold this nigga Wiz accountable of his bullshit. But it's two sides to it. But
It really
both
is.
sides need to be fixed.
Man. Moving on to this other situation. Man. Yep.
Wiz been acting like a sucker ever since Gilly was playing with him
with
about what
the
he
Instagram.
Yeah,
what
he
he
got
wear.
butt hurt. And
Yeah.
You got your drawers all and not behind a joke about somebody that you like. He thought y'all was cool enough to joke around like
that's
that.
where it started.
That's
Yeah.
where it started, man.
Exactly.
Wiz been acting soft since then.
Exactly.
Because that was a soft move.
Who else I feel like is acting
Speaking of
soft
soft
Try to
right
take
moves,
now?
somebody.
Hey,
That's a
man.
strict.
Speaking of soft moves,
Bro,
Gotti got
yeah.
soft moves. Y'all ever had some pussy that made you just want to reminisce 50 years ago, 20 years back?
No.
That make you want to sit here and talk about back in the day when I had little shorty in 1992. You know? Quick shoulder, I want to get a project top to the school DJ. By which one? Could we both do it? But he does it better. So I'm most likely Hypnotic.
Hey man, y'all know I'm out here.
We got you, Amzai. Hit us up. But yeah, man,
But look, this how I
Gotti
feel
is
about
spilling
it,
more
man.
business than
And
females.
it was confusing to me. So everybody, y'all know the whole IRV GOTTI shit. It was 20 years ago.
Man.
He's talking about a relationship with Ashanti.
While he was still
And
married.
nobody knew about it. I didn't know about it.
No one knew about it. While he was
I didn't
still
even know
married.
there was a rumor about it.
So that's the first one in my problem. So
You
if there was
spreading
people-
business that no one knew.
So wait, there was people that were getting on my post, and I was asking them about like, how would you do this? And people were like upset, like, well, women do it all the time. Well, why can't the men do it? And I'm like, are we actually arguing because you want to do something a woman's doing?
But women don't do it on it. Women might talk about it to their
don't matter.
homegirls,
Look,
but they're not doing
and
it like.
This is how I was looking at it. It don't matter if women can do it and you can't. It don't matter none of that. It's expected. Anything that's going on with a woman, I expect her to go out there and go tell somebody. I expect her to have some type of rumors or something going on. That's female activity. No disrespect to no
True,
women.
but females ain't bringing up nothing that no one know. 9 times out of 10.
Not all of them.
Well, it depends on what the situation is. I feel like it depends on the situation. If it was a situation like this, ain't no female gonna be like, back in the day, I was messing.
Well, hey, at the same time too, she ain't worried about this. She can't play it. But it was a few pictures I've been seeing that different bloggers been posting, and you see like this is big, chunky, heavyweight IRV GOTTI.
Yeah.
And I'm like, he looked like the type of motherfucker that's gonna tell, hey man, you know I've been smashing her for about 3 years.
And then what got me was like, he's like, I can get over her sleeping with Nelly. I can't get over her saying I don't want to be with Murder Inc. anymore. And then Ashanti bought me this watch.
But has she had any hit music since then?
What, since she left Murder Inc?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, she had a couple hits. But her main thing is that, they just released her music where she can finally re-record it. And
yeah, he was mad about that, but I thought that was a G move.
But this is my question to you guys. Do y'all feel like Ja Rule was not sticking up for Ashanti? Because a lot of people felt like
what did y'all want him to? He wanted to be. He said he was in Switzerland.
He wanted to be
neutral.
But
at the same time, he didn't come in thinking he was going to have to hear that shit.
Right. And then and you can tell too, like, because I've seen IRV do interviews through like different radio stations, even at at the Breakfast Club, and somebody will be with him, or even like over when he was on the Whitney Williams show, like a TV show at the time. You never know what's gonna come out of IRV mouth.
Nah.
So
he's that drunk uncle that you got to worry about.
Exactly. So the thing with Fat Joe, that he's an inside. He's like he's an insider. Looking at it from half inside, half outside view.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because
he was there, but he wasn't.
Yeah, he was there, but he wasn't there.
Exactly.
If I feel like if anybody should have an opinion on who felt like should have done more as far as speaking up on behalf of somebody, especially if you claim that that's your sister and y'all got a brother-sister relationship, and the outsider knows y'all like that. If Fat Joe would be the person to be able to say,
exactly,
hey, man,
Fat Joe.
You
That's why he
didn't
did
do
speak
enough,
up.
but Ja did say, "Hey, stop calling her."
Yeah, he corrected that.
He did correct that.
Hey, but look, nobody knows what happened outside or behind
we
cameras.
don't.
Exactly.
Look, I knew the interview was getting good when he started calling the green heroin. Oh man, I knew we was in for it. Homeboys,
man. But shout out to Drink Champs, man. That show is the realest. It's dope. But I want to say shout out to the Breakfast Club. They are ending. You saw that? I don't know if you saw the tweet.
No, they're not. They're not ending.
She's not coming to an end. She's leaving.
She's getting another show.
Well, that's good. Shout out to my girl.
Hey,
Angela.
Did you happen to see the video, like the actual video of her announcing that on the radio this morning?
No.
Go check that out and go check Charlamagne and Envy's body language.
They couldn't believe it, probably.
They probably weren't too happy.
No, you could tell the way Charlamagne was breaking it down, like of what she's about to be doing.
She gonna be making.
He didn't sound
happy,
thrilled about that shit.
Of course not.
He ain't thrilled about
not.
That. Yeah, because the night before she was like the Breakfast Club as you know it.
Yeah, I seen that post.
Yeah. Yeah.
I started seeing different people make posts about all the best times they had.
Man.
Although that little Webby, you can't top
no, you can't top that Webby. That Webby
and Giggly.
The whole
Charlamagne the God.
The whole interview was just the drop.
The whole interview and the drop, both. Man. But speaking of DJs, Hypnotic the DJs, you've been chopping up the city.
Oh, I've been trying to
chop up the world next.
Hey, if we can.
Hey.
So no disrespect to the old heads, to the you know what I'm saying, the forefathers as I call them, DJ Screw, OG Ron C, Michael Watts. In my book,
is that why you call it chopped up?
Nah, well for me, I'm always say chopped and screwed.
No, that's why I asked, because some people find it disrespectful.
Back in the day, you know what I'm saying, I understand people were saying
didn't do it.
Exactly, but for me, in my eyes, if you ask a little kid now, they don't know what it is. All it is right now, my job, I'm an educator.
Most people, I feel like the younger people, they know it as slow and reverb, which is not chopped and screwed.
So that's what I'm about to get to. If you quit interrupting,
go ahead.
You said shit. No. But yeah, that's really what it is. That's slow and reverb. Like a dude was on TikTok and he's like, "Hey man, can you do a mix for me?" I was like, "Yeah, what you want? What you want me to do?" You know what I'm saying? You familiar with what I'm doing? He was like, "Yeah, I just wanted to just slow it down and just put some reverb." And I said, "Well, you got the wrong person, Charlie. You got the wrong one." So like I said, I'm gonna keep telling everybody it's chopped and screwed, educating them, keep putting this on the map.
Yeah.
Hey, but if you do need your stuff chopped up, I'll let your boy, man. I'm on Hypnotic the DJ on everything, man. That's all one word. Yeah. Spell that with a K.
I used to do it a lot, but then I kind of fell in love with it. And then you got to bring it back. You know, sometimes when it's overdone, because I can't stand when people want to be the first one to get that mixtape done or the first one to chop and screw album that just dropped 2 minutes ago.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, that's not what it's about.
Hey man, so look, I know show when you hear OG Ron C talking about if it ain't chopped up by us, it's like he ain't talking about me. I know that for sure. You trying to get done right, you holler at your boy, man. 210 Texas. That's why I'm at.
Exactly. What else you got coming up?
Hey man, shit. Everything, truthfully. Hey, the beauty products, naturally nappy. You're gonna look out for that. You're gonna see that more and more. This hair products. You see your boy then got the sea moss in the hair.
The Dojo Life.
Yeah, Dojo Life podcast as well. We still working on
Amzai. Inbox him. He got you.
Who's that?
Amzai.
Oh.
Sam Little. He got you. But yeah, Dojo Life.
I'm forgetting to look at the chat.
It might be some U3 stuff in the works. We'll let you know that later on.
Yeah,
we can't tell you yet. Purple World Radio, bringing that back, man. Chopping the School radio station, and I missed that. We're gonna bring that back too. What you got coming up?
I hope the
ECB. I have coming up.
Real fast, real quick. Parents, back to school, and if you want your kids to feel protected, he got you with the classes. Drop the classes. Let people know that he teach. He teach classes, fighting classes. If you son want to.
Oh yeah, we talked about it.
Yeah. Okay. So right now, I have.
Oh, my mic.
What's up? So what I do, I train kids. I train adults as well. Right now, Um, I have kids with me, and I love training kids because that you can see the enthusiasm. You know what I'm saying? Like I love that the joy it puts on a kid's face when you give them something and they do and they accomplish something they didn't think that they could do. And when they do, when they do it, you just see the eyes just light up. You know what I mean? Even if what I'm saying, just a simple like the simplest thing. I guarantee you, if you got a kid, if you have a child or niece, nephew, cousin, doesn't matter. If they're having issues with their self esteem, they're getting bullied, and they have never thrown they've never thrown a punch in their life. By the end of it, they'll know how to. By one session with me, you're gonna see a difference. I promise you.
And I need that. I never thrown a punch in my life.
It's
I might
I,
need that.
I charge I charge 40 I charge 40 a head, and it's an hour, and it's an hour's worth of work.
Got him.
It's an hour's worth of work, and I'm talking to them. I'm talking to them. I'm encouraging them, but I'm on their ass when I need to be on their ass.
Hey, that's what we
Exactly. Exactly. So parents,
I'm holler
sign
at
up, holler at them.
and I'll come to you if need be, but gas high, so that's
Extra
50.
price.
That's 50 if I gotta come to you.
Hit them up. Anything else you got going on?
Just still pursuing this degree. I cannot wait to graduate next year.
When you graduate next year, we're gonna do a big. We're gonna turn up. Turn up.
But some other things are on the burner right now. We until it's like until it looks like it's
Finalized.
a
We got you. We're
finalized
gonna keep you in
situation.
the
I'll
loop.
bring it up.
exactly. See, that's where I'm at.
What else is coming up is the Well You Ask podcast. We here every Wednesday, killing it. Man, Friday I'll be at that King's tour. Someone gave me a
Oh
ticket,
yeah,
so I'm
we
gonna
in
go
that
check
thing.
that
I
out.
forgot.
You going there too?
Oh yeah, you
Do I
gonna
have
see
to
your
dress
boy
up?
in there?
Do I have to dress up? What is the thing?
I don't know what. I might make me a shirt. I've been wearing everybody else brands and shit. I might make me something.
Okay. I'll be there, and then Saturday I'll be the mix. We're gonna have a battle of the sexes, men versus women. Women gonna
Where's
win
that?
because I'm gonna be in the mix. Skywalk Bar. So go ahead and check that out. We have Live It T. He's gonna be the DJ for the men, and I'm the DJ for the females on the 1 and 2. Killing it. You already know I'm gonna win. Women gonna win. We won
Hey
the
man, who
world.
be setting these up?
Stop playing studios.
Okay. Man, they need to stop playing with me. Goddamn, they know what it is. Hey, I let your boy. Sons of bitches. Hey man, look, I'm bashing everybody. Let me see. What we in August right now? My birthday around the corner. If you ain't already.
Virgo season in the building
But,
right here.
It's gonna be a whole lot of Virgo season.
August,
energy
September,
fucking around
Virgo
with me.
season, man.
There's too many people that talk about they want DJs for the shows, but ain't paying them shit.
Oh.
So before I get out of here, like I always say, don't ask why I ain't there. Ask why I ain't got paid.
Exactly. I was gonna talk about that. And then tonight I'll be in the mix at the Grove Sports Bar. If you want to do Working Women's Wednesdays, just pull up.
People showing up in there.
Just pull up.
Oh.
Pull up. It's a Wednesday. Wednesday is one of those days. That's but it's a Wednesday. Pull up on us. Every Wednesday we're here live.
Gang.
Here live. If you want to be a guest on our show, just inbox us. That's all you got to do. Hit us up. We'll definitely love to have you as a guest, especially since D's on the road. We're gonna be looking for guests because we gotta fill up D's spot.
I'll be back the week after next. I'm gonna bring a big fan.
Oh yeah, he gonna be back talking. This
So we're gonna have
T1.
to follow up, talk about this show. I need to be there for that.
Yeah, T1's always gonna talk his ish.
Yeah,
Might take a minute to get it out, but he gonna talk his ish.
But
And
I promise you, I'm not gonna waste your time.
Oh, well, shoot, that's next Wednesday then. If we do a recap,
We can't.
lock me in, y'all.
Got you, man. So like today, I know Daniel D Jones started back. My his first name. My bad. D Jones started back last week. Man,
Shout out
support
to the
your
teachers,
teachers.
man. Shout out
Yeah,
to
we
them.
need it. We need that. I'm already tired and the school hasn't even started.
It's gonna be a tough year.
But
Prayers to
exactly.
everybody.
Exactly. Especially our school's already at capacity, so we had to turn down a lot of parents.
Ooh.
That's the suck part. But you already know I'm DJ.
Hold
Baby.
up, hold up, real quick shout out. Of course, my wife at home, my daughter, my son.
Yes.
Spread Hybrid Training Systems. Oh my God. Powerful Blessed Champions, Dallas, Texas, Uplift. That's old song too. E360 Nutrition or E320 Nutrition, I'm sorry. And shout out to good, you know what I'm saying, good folk of mine, Muhammad Usman. Uh, his if you follow combat sports, the last name Usman, why that means something is because his older brother, his big brother, Kamaru, who's also a friend of mine, is the UFC welterweight champion, pound for pound best in the world.
So the one that just fought, he's the younger brother.
He's the younger brother.
Man, he looked like the big brother.
But he looked like the big
Okay,
brother.
that's why I was confused.
He bigger than Kamaru, and he bigger than Cash.
Yes, they're throwing me off.
But he won. It's the first time a set of brothers have won the UFC's Ultimate Fighter show for the UFC.
Oh,
No, that's never been done before. And what's even dope about that, there's a lineage now. Rashad Evans, probably my favorite fighter ever. He won season 2 as a heavyweight, as an undersized heavyweight at that. 2015, Kamaru wins. He was training with that. Kamaru is like Rashad's little brother.
Yeah.
Trickle down.
It all train. You feel what I'm saying? Like that. I'm telling you, man. Like I said this when Muhammad was like, I'm finna start doing MMA. The last thing y'all wanted to see is exactly what I told. What I told y'all. There are two Usmans in the UFC. Y'all better watch the hell out.
You heard him. It's your girl, DJ Baby Blue Diamond. We got
Hypnotic the DJ
and your fella T1.
And we are out.